Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome to my channel, Reiki Light, and this is the second divine masculine energy reading and message for divine feminine. This is a Saturn energy reading. I am putting it on the description box. Trigger warning. This energy is much darker, much heavier than the last reading I did. And so let's get into Saturn energy. So for the Saturn energy divine masculines that I'm picking up on, they're really hardworking. They are very, very hardworking people. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty. Saturn energy is about leadership, structure, control. It's the taskmaster. It's also about karma. So this person creates a lot of karma for themselves, but also has a lot of karma in their lives, has a lot of karmic cycles in their lives, not just with karmic entanglements and karmic partners, but also karma within their family line, karma with their children, karma in all areas of their lives. So this energy is a lot more challenging, and this person is just, they've had a lot of trauma, and they've really they've gone through a lot in their lives. With the Saturn energy is addictions, addictive behaviors. So this person can be like, they could have an insatiable appetite for life, for lust, for love, for money, for drugs, for alcohol. This person has a lot of obligations. They tend to be inconsistent in their behavior. It's a lot of hot and cold behavior. That's because of their addictive personality. They can draw you in, but then leave you sort of feeling completely empty and worthless. On the positive side, though, the Saturn energy is more in tune with their emotions. So they're better able to express their true feelings and their love. They're more emotionally open. They're usually more passionate lovers because they're so emotionally open. They don't have any repressed energies or desires around them in that area of their lives. So, you know, the song that kind of was coming through when I was channeling the Saturn energy was Shaggy Boombastic. And it's, you know, Mr. Lover Lover. Oh, Mr. Lover Lover. That is absolutely the Saturn divine masculine, okay? Why it's Saturn is because they have a lot of shadow energy too. They're really working through their shadow energy. They're really trying to reconcile their light and dark. Usually the Saturn energy represents more of a water sign. So it's either water or earth. So it's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus for the divine masculine that is in the Saturn energy. And so what I've been picking up on with this divine masculine and the Saturn energy is that they're feeling a lot of shame. Basically, old habits for them are dying hard. Even though they're trying to move forward, they feel like they keep getting pulled and stuck back into old cycles, old habits, old addictions. They're really, really feeling down on themselves right now. They're falling back into negative patterns, falling back into, some may have relapsed with alcohol or drugs. Some have opened themselves back up to different karmic partners and karmic entanglements that they feel sort of stuck with at this time. They're really wanting freedom, but feeling stuck. They're having trouble letting go of the past. And in their moments of weakness and in their moments of sort of being down on themselves and feeling ashamed, that's when they reach out for the drug. And their drug of choice is different. It could be a person that they're sort of addicted to. It could be actual drugs, substances, alcohol. It could be gambling. It could be, any sort of self-defeating or self-sabotaging behavior that this person engages in. The other thing is that even though they've slipped and they feel like they've taken, they took 2 or 3 steps forward, but this past week they've taken 2 or 3 steps back. So they just feel like they're not making any progress in their lives. There is a real sense though of accountability, because they're really feeling a lot of fear around losing everything that they've built for themselves. And they absolutely feel worse than they felt before. There's a lot of defeat, a lot of energy of defeat. They understand that they are their own worst enemy, and that in the space that they're at right now, they're not good for anybody. But there is an energy around them wanting to, they want to explain themselves. They want to speak to you. And they want your forgiveness. And so the song that came through, and I kept hearing it, and then I had a huge synchronicity at work, of all places. I work in a law office with attorneys, and one of the attorneys was getting ready to do a deposition over Zoom. Deposition is like it's like a testimony, okay? If you're not aware of how the law works. And so they had all the witnesses on the Zoom line, and then the ringtone of this song came up, and I've been hearing this song consistently for the last 4 days. And I just was like, okay, I know you guys want me to do this message. And the song is Whatcha Say by Jason Derulo. And I'm going to read the lyrics. Whatcha say, that you only meant well. Well, of course you did. What you say, that it's all for the best. Well, of course it is. I was so wrong for so long, only trying to please myself. Girl, I was caught up in her lust when I don't really want no one else. I know I should have treated you better, but me and you were meant to last forever. So let me in, give me another chance to really be your man. Because when the roof caved in and the truth came out, I just didn't know what to do. But when I become a star, we'll be living so large, I'll do anything for you. So tell me, girl, what you say. And so I'm not going to read the whole song, but for some, this divine masculine did cheat on you, did hurt you, did betray you, did reject you, did abandon you, chose somebody else over you. And it's funny, when I closed the just did the last reading and stopped the video, I had dropped this deck, and this was the card that flew out. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes. And this is what they're feeling a lot of shame about. I'm going to pull a couple more cards just to pick up on this, the Saturn Divine Masculine's energy. Hold on 1 second. Because they're really in it right now, but you gave them that spark. They understand that you had really been by their side, and they see that and cherish you for that. Let's see what else comes through. They know what they've let go of, and that's where they feel the shame, because I'm not used to a connection like this, so I run. And so that's where they're really, really feeling a lot of shame and a lot of just feeling bad about themselves. I'm going to pull a couple shadow cards too. Angels, higher self, universe, give us clarity as to the Saturn Divine Masculine's shadow energy right now, what they're struggling with, what they're dealing with right now in their lives. Sorry, so this card that I'm shuffling, I saw sex. So some may be addicted to sex. addicted to chasing other women, addicted to being a player, addicted to, you know, that type of lifestyle, needing constant validation from other women. Some may be dealing with wanting very superficial connections because it's easy not to let anybody in. The inconsistency that I spoke about, they are struggling with that right now. Some are really dealing with financial issues. So they're having some financial downturns that are really throwing them for a loop at this time. There's a lot of gossip around them. There could be gossip about them that's causing some financial downturns. But there's a lot of negative energy around this Saturn divine masculine right now. They're dealing with a lot of denial. They're in denial about themselves, and they're in denial about their addictions and their issues. And then a lot of them are stuck in the past, like I mentioned in what I channeled earlier. It's like they can't let go of the past. They're romanticizing the past, but they're so stuck in the past they can't move forward. And so with those energies, with this Saturn divine masculine, what I was picking up on for the divine feminine who has a Saturn divine masculine, is that for the divine feminine, it is time to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is coming up so strongly today, ironically or not ironically, because there's no coincidences. Today in Jewish faith is Yom Kippur, and that is the day of atonement. And so today is a day to atone, to forgive yourself. This prayer came out. It's an oracle card deck that I have as an app because the deck is out of print. It's by Doreen Virtue, and it's the Archangel Michael Oracle card deck. And the card that came out was forgive yourself. And I'm going to read the little prayer and message that was on this card, because this is definitely for a divine feminine that needs it right now. And so the prayer is, I ask you to help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please help me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. And so the message on the card is, forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. Archangel Michael sees that guilt is interfering with the happiness you seek. You're blaming yourself for something that's in the past, but it's time to let it go, especially since self-blame is unproductive and unhealthy. Know and trust that you were doing the best that you could at the time. Forgive yourself and release the pain to be happy. And so this is really, as the Saturn divine masculine is feeling a lot of shame, you're feeling a lot of guilt. And it's time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for everything that you think you've done wrong. Forgive yourself for the past. Forgive yourself for everything. Love and forgive yourself right now. You need to give compassion to yourself for your grief, for your hurt, for your trauma. The other thing that came up, the other message that came up for this divine feminine who has a Saturn divine masculine right now is the Beatles song Let It Be. And I want to explain how this came up. It came up in such a beautiful way. Last night I woke up around 12:30 midnight, and I was just I always wake up, I'm up and down all night, and I closed my eyes, not to go back to sleep, but just to kind of meditate and pray. And as soon as I closed my eyes, I saw Mother Mary in my third eye. And this song started playing in my head. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. That's not the full song, but I think Mother Mary came through to let you know that it's time to release the past. It's time to release your grief, your pain, and that if you pray to her and reach out to her, she will give you comfort, she will give you reassurance, and she will give you the healing that you need right now. So I don't know what Divine Feminine that's for, but absolutely that is your message. Release, forgive, have compassion for yourself, have compassion for your DM and his journey. And so I'm going to pull a couple more cards for this Divine Feminine group from the Sacred Destiny deck, just to see what other messages want to come through. Adventures. As you forgive yourself, as you forgive the past, you know, the world's going to open up to you. You're stuck right now in this negative energy and you're blocking all the adventures and all the good that wants to come to you right now. Forgiveness is going to give you inner peace. This is the card on the bottom of the deck. As soon as you let go of the hurt and the pain, you're just going to feel so much lighter and so much better. One more card for this Divine Feminine group. One more card. Stillness. It's time to be still. It's time to allow yourself to heal. It's time to just be at peace, be in the silence, be in quiet for a little bit, spend some time alone so that you can really let all of this heaviness go, because it's time to forgive yourself. It's time to release the past, and it's time to move forward, okay? So that was the message for the Saturn Divine Masculine energy and those Divine Feminines that are dealing with that Saturn Divine Masculine energy. Like I said, you might want to start praying to Mother Mary just to help you release any fears, sadness, grief that you may be going through right now. For some too, that Mother Mary message is because you're feeling a lot of worry about someone in your life. It could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be just yourself. You know, worry doesn't solve anything. Pray and ask for help. Reassurance, guidance, love, comfort, everything you need is there for you if you ask for it. So just reach out to Mother Mary because she's making her presence known, okay? Sending lots of love and support to those Divine Feminines who are really struggling right now. Have a wonderful day.